They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Over on down.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Carries on the end around.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
20-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming.
A gain of 7 yards.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Steelers, nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Look, he's got him in, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Jags grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Down, Jaguars.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
I'm highly favored. Don't want to play me now. No conversation. Ain't got time for no debate.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that
under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the give, it's White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Williams on the tackle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 20-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew on the left side. A catch by White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. It'll be Minshew again. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Minshew sets to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Easy. Slam.
The drive will start with Connor. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Connor. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And some room to roam now.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Off play action, it's Minshew. They'll roll him out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, it's White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this offense is running away with this one. down for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Jaguars 51, Steelers nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And the Steelers on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for Chase Clay.
The Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Is good.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding, we can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
4th down, Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Terrell Edmunds on the tackle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Deontay Johnson, incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about it.
They needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity as they move to 4-6.